Hi, this is Zip Pyros.
And I'm Biggie D-Man, and this is a video on how to pour Orgonite poorly. Okay, I'm here with Zith Pyro Ice, and he's making Orgonite. What are you doing here?
Here I'm spraying the butter-flavored cooking spray over our cupcake pans.
So it's typical to use butter-flavored cooking spray?
No, but it was the only one I could find.
What would you normally use?
Probably like WD-40 or...
very good, very good.
Yeah. Just pretty much anything to make sure that the Orgonite doesn't stick to the
Now, these
pan
rubber
itself.
ones, you don't have to use that for, right?
No, not at all. You can just pop it right out. It works great.
Okay, well, it looks like you're getting ready to pour some Orgonite. And the first thing we have is resin. And so you're probably going to pour the resin into your measuring cup, right?
Oh, yes, definitely. That's the resin we're using, the Bondo. Normally used for like fixing your vehicle and stuff, but that's what we use for our Orgonite. So here I'm taking off the lid and just pour it into this measuring cup here.
Now, the measuring cup is probably going to be ruined when you're done with it. So do you just toss that? How do you go about that?
Yeah, you could just toss it, or you could actually end up reusing it if you decide to. But I think we're just going to end up using a new measuring cup for next time. As you can see, I'm using a plastic utensil. That way, if we're not using something metal, because otherwise it'll get ruined for sure. Whatever you use for mixing is pretty much bound to be messed up.
That fiberglass resin looks a little bit like T-gel shampoo. Are you familiar with that?
Actually, I'm not.
Okay, T-gel is like if you have like scabs and stuff on your head, you have cirrhosis or psoriasis, whatever it is. You got like itches, and it smells like tar. It's nasty stuff, but...
well, this stuff smells a lot, too. Well, at least to you, I've got no sense of smell.
Well, that's actually a pretty good point. If you're gonna pour Orgonite, you should only use this resin outdoors. You shouldn't use it indoors. You could actually the fumes could be toxic.
Yeah, at the very least, use like a dust mask or something.
Now you're going to pour in the solution that actually causes the fiberglass resin to harden, and there you go.
Yeah, just the hardener. I'm probably gonna spray all of it right in there, just so I can get super hard the mixture.
Okay, so here you're mixing the resin.
Yes, I am.
And so you're probably getting super hard now. So you're about ready to go. And you are wearing gloves because it's very sticky.
It is.
Could be sticky stuff.
Oh, here I am pouring it into the rubber mold for the Orgonite. As you can see, I'm pouring in a small layer of it to start out with, so I've got a nice smooth top to it. And then I'll pour in some of the BBs for the metal part of this.
And we had a real time getting those BBs to come out of that thing. You had to cut that open, and once you got it cut open, they flowed pretty good there.
Yeah.
You got a nice base of copper BBs. And more resin.
Yep. Putting another layer of resin to like seal off the BBs from the crystals that I'll put in just a little bit.
Let that resin set up again, get a little super hard. And then you're putting your crystals in, dropping those puppies in there. And they're setting in that resin. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 crystals. That is super duper. Now, we're doing kind of a fast one here. Normally, you would put more BBs in after this.
Yeah.
You'd let it set. Excuse me. And you'd put more BBs in, because the next ones we do, we're going to fill them to the top with BBs.
Yeah.
But these these were kind of experimental.
Yeah. And here I'm using the cake pan, which I had already sprayed down, so.
And those turned out really phenomenal.
They really did.
We've got some on there that just look dynamite. Here we go, spraying more BBs in there. Little seeds of metallic bliss. Boink, 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 boink. There you go. And you got that thing to really work.
Yeah.
It didn't do that for me. It spit them out one at a time.
Well, we had to cut open the lid a little bit more so we can get more than one pouring out. The BB pour was actually designed to pour just one at a time. That for your BB gun.
Yeah, they didn't think we were going to be doing this with BBs, did they?
No, they didn't. Same FedEx guy.
There you go, pouring more of the resin into the BBs and crystal mixture.
Yeah.
And we're getting it in there pretty good. A couple more layers of BBs would have been real nice. Especially if you would have had some silver ones.
Yeah.
Put silver on top and then put another level of copper up to the top.
Yeah, we didn't have that at the time. We couldn't find where they were at in my Jeep.
There you go, filling up that half moon or that crescent moon one. And now you're going to come and put more filler on top of these two cakes here. Now, the little things, the round things are called tower busters. A lot of people bury them underneath their cell phone towers. And they believe that can actually, it could do two things. It can kill a lot of the negative things that the cell phone towers send out into the community. But it can also take the positive Orgon energy and translate that into the community. All right. Well, now let's look at our finished product.
Yeah.
Little kidney bean moon-shaped one over and see if these come out easy. If we did them right, they should come out real easy. They've been setting for a couple hours. It doesn't take long for that resin to harden. Well, this one might be sticky, man. It might be... Oh, there we go. Look at that. Oh, isn't that nice?
Oh, yeah.
That's a gorgeous piece of Orgonite. That's gonna be a nice little conversation piece. You can put that in your bedroom. You can put it anywhere you want. Show people and say, hey, I poured that. Let's get this other one opened.
Okay.
Now mine's gonna be a little different than Matt's because I used shavings in mine, and I used a little bit of BBs, but I used a lot of metal shavings and crystals, and so mine will have a kind of a rougher look. Matt's is a little more uniform. Still same basic shape, just the texture's a little bit different. And there we are. There's our two little crescent moons. And while we're at it, let me give you these because I'll let you put them over there in the sun. We each made a couple little tower busters, and there's Matt's right there next to his crescent moon, and there's mine. And they came out of the pan really good, really easy, because we used butter-flavored cooking oil.